Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 5 of Civilization 6 as the German Empire. And we're going to go straight on and hit the next turn button so we can hopefully do a bit more scouting over here to the east. We might even find another tribal village or something. It would be nice. There might still be a couple left around on the map. Unfortunately, we can't go any further than that because we have hit a peninsula. So maybe we need to go down here to the south, southeast. Looks like there's another barbarian encampment down there as well. So we'll certainly turn around and have a look. These guys are fully healed, so let's go ahead and attack those barbarians there. We might actually get lucky and kill them off, and we did. So that's that cleared, and we found ourselves... oh, we actually found a goody hut. Fantastic. We do have a barbarian scout to kill, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Sounds like he's a little bit upset with us, because it seems like we don't have enough culture for him. So he's a bit upset by that, but okay, that's fine.
Money, if it does not bring you happiness, will at least help you be miserable in comfort.
So that's that completed. We need to get another research going now. So do we have... I haven't quite worked out exactly what this is here. I think this is probably where we are on the tree. And it shows us... what? Oh, so we, ourselves, Japan, are in the classical era. That's interesting. So you can see the other civs on here and what era they're in. That's quite a nice little touch. Celestial navigation. Now what would that give us? Give us a lighthouse. 25% combat experience for naval units trained in the city. That's actually quite good. Actually using the lighthouses to get the experience on naval units. But 1 food, 1 gold, 1 housing, 1 citizen slot, and a great admiral point per turn. But it does require a harbour, which is a little bit of a pain. Improve 2 sea resources, we could cut that down. Iron working. We haven't got an iron mine yet, but let's go ahead and get iron working. Get some better melee units going on. Unit needing orders. You can just go and attack this. You might wipe it out in a single attack. No, it's just a little bit too strong. We'll keep moving this scout down to the south. 5 turns away from getting political philosophy, then we'll be able to change our government type. We are trying to save up enough money to get ourselves a builder, and we now can. So we can go and start improving these sea resources. That will help us out. So let's go on to the next turn. Almost got the road completed now. And what have we got here? A wonder has been completed. Japan has finished the oracle. I would like to try and build a wonder myself. So maybe we go for that. So can we just move on to the water tile? Indeed we can. We just go out there on our little boat and we can create a fishing boat. There we go. Let's move down here with our scout. We want to be on this side of the river. You've moved away from us, but we can go and grab the hut. So let's do it. 120 gold. They've got a slinger down there as well. So now we've just picked up 120 gold. We're back up to 151. Is there anything that we particularly want to buy? We could get another scout. Now, are there buttons to switch between cities in here? Doesn't look like there is. That's disappointing. Or maybe they're there and I just can't see them. Now, what about here? Is there anything that we could buy? Not enough. We don't have nearly enough money, unfortunately, for that. So let's go on to the next turn. We're 5 turns away from completing the walls. We probably want to then consider getting ourselves another settler. Not too sure where we'd want to place that settler at the moment. Not really a lot of ideal spots around. We could do an awful lot of damage to this slinger if we just go and run in. Although we have lost a lot of health there. Now, can our scout take their scout? Well, we can do some damage to them. So, we could build a camp up here. So, let's go ahead and do that. It's not a bad idea. Don't really have anything else. We could go and improve that stone. We probably will with our final charge. So let's go on to the next turn. And just hopefully get all of these barbarians cleared up. There's quite a few of them around. Now we do have our archers in here, of course, so we can use those to help us out. And those other guys have run away, so we can sort of chase after them, but they can attack us there, which is a little bit unfortunate. Can we find their scout? Can we finish their scout off? Yes, no, we can't, because we don't have enough movement to get across the river. So, again, a little bit unfortunate. Should be able to finish that warrior off with our archer, providing he doesn't back up. And he has backed up. So, yeah, we might need to push forwards. So, as you can see here, we have deer, which is a bonus resource. Now, we can build a camp on the deer, but we can also harvest it for 67 production instantly. But let's not do that. Let's go and build the camp. If we move out here, we'll be able to take some pot shots at these guys. Don't want to move any closer than that because they're now being ranged for them to attack me. You should probably back up here and heal. And as for our warrior, you should probably heal up a little bit as well. We probably need another military unit. Not 100% sure we can afford... We can afford another archer, actually. So let's go ahead and get another archer. I always neglect my military in Civilization games, so I really should start getting some units. Scout is being attacked again, unfortunately. Hopefully they will survive and we can back them up.
The opportunity has arrived for a change into a new and more powerful system of government. Let us strengthen our identity and enact more policies to govern our people.
Politics is the art of the possible, the attainable, the art of the next best.
So we've unlocked political philosophy. That gives us 3 different government types to choose from, and it also gives us a couple of diplomatic policies that we can enact. So the first thing we want to do is go into change governments and pick one of these here. So we could get, for example, oligarchy. All land melee units gain +4 combat strength and 20% extra experience for combat units. Or all cities with a district receive +1 amenity. Or capital receives +1 boost to all yields. I actually quite like this one because it's got one of each policy plus the wild card, and that extra combat ability can be useful, especially when we're dealing with a lot of barbarians. So we still get the extra military policy. Double experience for recon units we don't really need. The wonder ones we don't really need. We'll keep that one for now, I think. We're not building settlers. We're not purchasing titles. We're not building wonders yet. An extra 2 gold from trade routes wouldn't be bad. Because we really should get a shrine built to get the faith, and then we wouldn't have to rely on that 1 gold. We've only got 1 trade route going, and that's an internal one. So what have we got here? The first envoy you send to each city-state counts as 2, or +2 influence points per turn. I think we take that one. And we've got a wild card here as well. So we could go and take Diplomatic League as well. That'd really boost things up. But I think we will take the +1 production, because Frankfurt's not doing too well at the moment. He doesn't have an awful lot of production. That'll help it out quite a bit. This worker, on the other hand, or this builder, you're going to work your way down here to this stone. It'll take you a little while to get there. You can reach... No, you're not the unit I wanted to grab. It was this one. So you go ahead and fire a shot here. You see we have our walls now. Or at least we nearly have our walls. They are starting to appear. And then we have you. We can move you out a little bit further. A little bit worried you might get attacked by some of these units, but you should be okay. We definitely want to back up with that scout. We can go ahead and finish this slinger off with our warrior. We might lose the warrior, unfortunately, if we're not careful. 7 of 15 until level 2. What about you guys? 22 of 45. Yeah, hopefully we won't get taken out. So, we have to choose another civic. Military tradition would only be 3 turns, so would mysticism. And that allows us to get a inspiration policy plus 2 great science points per turn. That's actually quite a nice one to have. I think we might actually work on mysticism. Then we can go and change our policy. Let's go on to the next turn. But yeah, I think we need to clear these barbarian camps out, because they are proving quite problematic. And we have a Eureka moment. Completing the walls has boosted engineering. So that's great. Yeah, you need to leave our scout alone, really. And we will use these units where we can to do what we can. Let's move forwards with this archer. This archer is going to take one step back and attack that warrior. Didn't do an awful lot of damage, but did some. Did gain a little bit of experience. They might actually gain another level from this. Choose a production. So the walls are now finished. So there's quite a few things here that we would like to get built. Would be nice to get the hanging gardens. There's so much that I would like to have. So, you know, the question is, do we go for a wonder, increasing the growth in all cities? Or do we just... I think we should get a library. So let's go and start working on the library. That will be built in the campus. We'll start to get our tech up a little bit more. You are probably just going to sit and repair up for a little while. Or sit and heal up, whichever way you want to look at things. Still trying to think about where we might possibly want to have another city. It may end up being around here somewhere. This probably wouldn't be a bad idea. We'd want to be next to fresh water if we can. We also have a shortage of housing in Frankfurt. So I guess what we should do probably is build a farm more than anything. Although we're only 2 turns away from the granary, so that will actually solve that issue. Let's continue to attack these guys. And we did actually kill them off. We'll get the scout to heal up. And you can take one step forward because you might be able to see a target. You cannot. You're going to heal up as well. Okay, we're fine there then. I was just trying to start getting some health back. There we go. We've got a slinger there.
We have an envoy at our disposal. We can use the envoy to gain favor with the city-state. Becoming friendly with a city-state neighbor can be greatly beneficial to our civilization.
So,
the Lord made us all out of iron. Then he turns up the heat to forge some of us into steel.
So we can now get swordsmen.
I like to say I practice militant mysticism. I'm absolutely sure of some things that I don't quite know.
So that's mysticism done as well. So we can change our policies. So I think we'll change this +1 production into +1 science. Confirm that. And what do we want to do now? We want to kill this slinger. You can't reach, but we can move you forwards. You can attack from there. Didn't quite get you, but you can finish him off. Very, very nice. So how much XP? You're only gaining like 1 XP at a time, but I guess at least you are still gaining XP, which is a good thing. So, technology tree. We could go for construction, terracotta army and siege towers. Engineering, we've got a boost on that. That would give us aqueducts as well. District that provides the city with a source of fresh water from an adjacent river, lake, oasis or mountain. Cities that do not have existing fresh water receive up to 6 housing. Cities that already have existing fresh water will instead get +2 housing. Must be built adjacent to the city centre. Now, that has to be built next to a river, lake, oasis, or mountain. Now, what does Frankfurt have? It doesn't have a lake and oasis. It does have a mountain. We can't build it there though because of that farm, unfortunately. But it might be useful later on. We might as well get military tradition because it's only 3 turns, so we'll backfill that in. We have an envoy. The only person we can send an envoy to is Lisbon, so let's go ahead and send 1 more envoy to them. So we still need 100 more influence points to get the 3rd one. And then we'll start getting some more gold coming in, which will be nice. Do we have any more barbarians down here that we feel that we need to deal with? The answer to that question is probably. Can't see any more at the moment though, so we'll just put you on 45. We'll get the rest healing up. Did we not send that envoy? I didn't hit the confirm button. There we go. These little intricacies of the interface that I haven't yet learned. Still surprised we haven't met more other civilizations yet. Sure, there's plenty of them around. So we've got our walls built, so now we've got this sort of garrison strength and garrison health, which we don't have in Frankfurt yet. So Frankfurt is quite weak. Can we see any units? Not at the moment, but we can see their camp. Is it worth getting another city this far down? It'd be more difficult to defend, but I mean, we could build one down here and get cattle. Build down close to the river. We get the iron as well. Might not be a terrible idea. Maybe that's where I will send the scout. Let's move the scout over here, actually. You can heal up there. Frankfurt has now finished its granary, so that is going to solve the housing problem for a short period of time. Commercial hub would give us extra trade route, great merchant point. Holy site would give us faith. I guess we could build the walls. I mean, we're not being attacked here or anything at the moment. Maybe we want to start work on another builder. We are going to have to get another settler soon. It's just a matter of finding a good spot to actually settle. And I've not...
Bravery is being the only one who knows you're afraid.
Do we want to change any of these? Great general, great prophet. Don't think we do, not at the moment. So we'll leave those as is. Yeah, I don't really think I want to travel this far away from my own territory. I think that might be a little bit risky. Let's get rid of this scout. Start moving towards this camp. We'll find somewhere to settle. We definitely will. So what are our choices now for the civics tree? We can either pick up games and recreation or drama and poetry. We don't have a boost for either of them. Theatre Square, it'll give us some additional culture, allow us to build amphitheatres. We could get coliseums. Coliseums are amenities for entertainment. Amphitheatres give us great writer points. Get a little bit of culture going. Let's try and go for drama and poetry. And on to the next turn. That builder has arrived. Right, they're actually coming out to attack me there. I didn't think they'd leave the camp, but there you go. We might be able to do significant damage to them, though, so we should be alright. So let's go ahead. Again, we could harvest the stone for 70 production, or we can build a quarry. So that's what we'll do. Now, we'll attack you with these archers first. See how much damage we can do to you. We've got you down to about half your health, so we'll attack you again. Didn't quite get the kill, unfortunately, but I don't think he can do enough to kill us. And actually... no, we can't use that promotion this turn. If we could do, we'd have got our health back, but we should be okay. Start moving forwards with you now. Do a little bit of exploration down here. We're near the bottom of the map, though. On to the next turn. And they've just spawned a new unit. Isn't that fantastic? They've just spawned a flipping archer. Let's move in with you. You can finish this guy off. He's definitely the bigger threat. Now, I could back off with you. But we can do a fair amount of damage, I think. Very nice. How's our scout doing? Scout's almost at full health. Didn't actually use that promotion again, did I? Oh well, we'll do that on the next turn, assuming I remember. So we're already on to turn 90. The actual game pace feels a little bit slower than usual. We took a lot of damage there. Not so good. Let's go ahead and use our promotion. Still got to see where this rename unit thing was. I've definitely seen it before. Now I'm missing it. Anyway, promotion available. Increased range strength versus district defences, or increased range strength versus land units. Well, we are using you as like a sort of a forward unit at the moment. So we'll go and do that. You've got no movement left. We can move you over here and then you can still take a shot. Oh, no, that wasn't the unit I wanted to move. It selected my warrior on me. Anyway, it solved the problem. The camp is cleared. We have 45 gold. It's not really enough gold to do anything. We have finished the library. Let's go and try and work on the hanging gardens. Let's see if we can get it. So it must be adjacent to a river. So any of the river tiles this can be built in. Let's go and let's build it here next to the academy, because not the academy, sorry, the campus, because the campus should receive an additional science for being adjacent to. I could be wrong about this. Where do we see this information? I'm thinking it receives extra science from being adjacent to a wonder, but we'll have to see how that works out. You are now fully healed, so we'll sort of march you off down here to the south and see what we can find. And then once that is built, if we get that wonder, then we'll start to build another settler. We'll have another...
Normal people believe that if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Engineers believe that if it ain't broke, it doesn't have enough features yet.
How very true. So, yeah, it might be a little bit late getting our third city, but our third city we will get. Improve 2 resources. We've already done 1, but it's only 7 turns anyway. We could build a water mill to boost that. Let's go ahead and work on Celestial Navigation, because it is a quick one. You can help explore. Actually, yeah, you can help explore a little bit, and we've just run into a scout, which is unfortunate. You guys go back to base and heal up. You guys go up here, because you're probably going to have to help out with that scout. I am sort of thinking about putting a city down here. It might be a little bit far away from our capital, but there's nobody else over here, so maybe we will be alright. And as we haven't really seen any of the AI over here, maybe there is another camp that we can gain some goodies from. And you didn't attack us, which is excellent, so we can get some more experience on this new archer. Wasn't really a lot, was it? Let's go and finish you off. And we might then take this warrior back and upgrade him. We'll keep looking around with the scout, see what we can find. Nothing exciting yet. I think we've got time for one more turn. Might be a little bit dangerous having Archer out here on his own. And we have ourselves a new builder. Now, unfortunately, we haven't got anywhere we can buy a farm unless we go and grab a tile. What do we like here in terms of housing now? Let's have a quick look. 3 out of 2 amenities, 7 out of 5 housing. Things aren't actually all that bad right now. Any other luxuries that we could improve or we'd like to improve? So we could potentially get this wheat tile and improve our growth down here. How much would it cost to purchase that tile? Let's have a look. Am I in the wrong city? 140 gold to purchase the wheat tile. But it's probably worth it. I think we'll wait. I don't think there's a big rush. Oh, wrong button. I don't think there's a big rush to actually get the wheat tile. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that builder yet. What we are going to try and do here, though, if we can, is weaken up this warrior. And we'll put this guy in front just to sort of defend the archers a little bit. We'll keep scouting around with the scout, because that's what scouts do. Still didn't find anything exciting. There's a fish tile down here that nobody can ever really work. At least we'd be fairly close to the bottom of the map if we went and settled a city down here next to this river. I think there are some nice things we could grab. We'd have fresh water. We could be right here on the river, actually, and then be close to a mountain. It is tundra, unfortunately. So maybe not the best spot. Maybe we could get it down here on the grassland marsh. We'd have access to some more tea. We'd have a little bit of overlap, though, which, again, is not really good. But we could try that out. Frankfurt has finished... I'm not sure it wasn't the granary. Oh, yeah, it was the builder. It's not showing the right one for some reason. Hopefully that's a bug that will be fixed by the time the game is actually released. But we can actually... Can we get an aqueduct? We can. We can replace the farm with an aqueduct. That's the only tile it can go in, unfortunately. Do I want to replace that farm, is the question. I'm not entirely convinced I do. The aqueduct provides the city with a source of fresh water from an adjacent river. Cities do not have existing fresh water receive up to 6 housing. But then we won't really have a lot of food, which is the problem. What is our food here? Total food surplus 3.6. It's not huge. Although, to be fair, there are a few tiles we are getting food from. It's only giving us 3 food there. We're not even actually working the farm right now, because most of the other tiles are giving us better yields. So, if that's the case then, let's go ahead and replace it with that aqueduct. And then we'll actually get some water coming in from the mountains. Fantastic. Got a unit needing orders. That's the worker. Still haven't really decided what I want to do with him yet. I mean, I guess we could go and get another farm or something like that. Any more tiles that we could improve? Not that I can see. I think I'm just going to sleep him for now until we actually have a job for him to do. And I'm going to end the video there. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Civilization 6. I'll see you guys on the next video. And until then, goodbye for now.